All right, so the fourth basic human need is connection. And if you go back to the last video, third basic need was significance. Again, they kind of are counterintuitive. They're kind of create another paradox, because if we want to be significant, we typically want to be an individual, but we also have this need to be connected to our Creator, connected in a relationship, sometimes connected to our kids. Whatever that connection is, we're typically striving for some sort of connection. And again, these connections can be positive or negative, because if you look at, well, let's just take the example that Tony uses is the Crips and the Bloods. You can get that connection in a gang. That's really what that gang support was doing. Not only did it give you significance if you're wearing that color of that gang in that jacket, they use violence, that gives you significance, but then also gives you that connection. These are my brothers, my sisters. These people will literally give up their life or shoot another individual for me. So that's connection. Of course, we can find that in a lot of positive ways. But what we have to do is we have to have that awareness, that self-awareness, and that reflection on how do we find connection along with how do we still keep our significance. Because those relationships then, of course, when we do it in a positive way, can bring out the best in us. So again, let's go back over. We got certainty, uncertainty, significance, and connection. And there's so much more to go deeper into this. I'm just going over what they are. What I would recommend doing is listening to one of Tony's Power Talks, where he goes deep, deep, deep into each one of those. That way you can even bring more awareness to who you are as an individual, what needs you have, and where you value each one of these needs. Because you're going to have certainty. You're going to want to feel uncertainty. You're going to want to feel significance. You're going to want to have a deep connection. Like I said earlier, on an earlier video, we value these at different levels. I know, and I'm now aware of my uncertainty. I want higher than my certainty at many times. My significance is typically higher than connection at certain times in certain different arenas. So it's using these to gain fulfillment. Okay, so we're not just, hey, what are these all for? We're not just saying them to say them. We're getting this self-awareness. We're getting this reflection, and we're using them to find this inner reflection, find this inner peace towards fulfillment, to help us get to a bigger understanding, which will then ultimately take us to these bigger visions. Because if we can understand ourselves at a higher level, at a deeper level, then we can push ourselves to these higher visions of what we really want in life. And so rather than it be, hey, a 7-day challenge or a 2-week challenge or a 30-day challenge of, we always use exercising, but hey, I'm going to work out for 2 weeks. That's just motivation. Motivation will wear off. I can guarantee you. You cannot stay motivated all day, every day. You have to go from within. It has to be some intrinsic motivation. And when you're using that motivation, it's going to be a lot more fulfilling if we know where we're coming from. So it's good to understand what these basic needs are and then how we interact with each one.